Stylist Henna says R-Truth was always a work, and they, Triple H, Nick Khan, even Kev, all got you marks. LOL. Beautiful thing. Are we accepting as fact, Kevin, that this was the plan, or and that this wasn't an edit by the 20,000
You
bookers
tell
in
me.
attendance every night?
You tell me when a guy comes out to work with Cena and he's been there for 17 years, I guess it
17 years,
was,
yeah.
and he's dressed as Cena, and but his shirt says "Our Truth." You won't see me again. Like that's the T-shirt, and we can look it up. Steve, pull up our Truth's last T-shirt, and then he comes out on Monday, cuts his fucking braids off, and he says, "Truth is dead. Ron Killings is back." So number one, some people will say, I heard Mark Henry say, "Last time is now." Yeah, after this, you won't see me.
Not just a happy coincidence that that was the Cena tour shirt, or not, I know.
Why
I
would you?
love.
But why is he in this? So let's look at it from the standpoint of the machine. Okay,
Mhm.
if it just so happens that because Cena says you can't see me, and it's the farewell tour, the machine has to make an identical shirt
Mhm.
just for the fact that they're going to use it because he's emulating Cena in this match. But unless you had thoughts that this thing would sell, you sure as hell wouldn't have had 4 or 5 thousand of them at the fucking arena.
Mhm.
I mean, so it's like and then they say things like they just got rid of him and he's got the number one selling T-shirt. How the fuck was that information out before fucking we even knew if he was gone or not?
So, all right. So, even if, Kevin, even if it was a reaction to the fans,
Paul told me not to get involved in this, so I don't
what it,
want
so
to. I don't want to ruin the story for anybody. So just hope you're enjoying the
enjoy
show.
the show.
Enjoy the show. That's what Paul said. Just enjoy the show.
What it's almost more brilliant for them to make the save if they were listening to the fans, capitalize on the fact that Cena's on the last tour and the Cena shirt says you can't see me, and say, you know what? We're not going to see him
That's
because he's going to kill Ron. He's going to kill R-Truth on the air. It's an audible. What a great, if it was an audible, what a great audible. It was a
if
Hail
it's
Mary and a touchdown.
yeah, but the chance of that being an audible,
I don't know.
to me, it's an audible if fucking now we have the time we have. How did we make it better than it played? Because if it's planned, you have everything covered. So, is there something more we could have done
Mm-hmm.
besides call the audible?
But this is what wrestling's about for me. When you can make a smart society now to wrestling, where wrestling news, you find out on Meltzer's site in 2 seconds what happened backstage at a contract negotiation. When you can make us talk about this ad nauseum, you've succeeded.
Eric Bischoff, his I believe what his book is
Controversy creates cash.
Controversy Creates Cash.
100%. 100%.
Eric, so underrated um, for those kind of things. This is one of my favorites, and uh, it just happened on Sunday. So everybody that came out to see me in St. Augustine during my 3 hour stint, thank you very much. It was very kind. It It's nice to see a lot of you. Some of you I've seen. It's been, and some people drove a minute to see me. So thank you from North Carolina and so forth. Um,
Where in St. Augustine were you, Kev?
uh, well, it's that Golf World place.
Okay.
Have you ever been there?
Not to golf where I've been to St. Augustine many
So
times.
so it's across this. I think it's like 15 miles from St. Augustine, but it's somebody told me they shot Caddyshack there,
Hmm.
but I didn't realize that thing had been there that long. Caddyshack was fucking
82.
tooth, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where was I going?
You were thanking some folks for coming to see
Yeah, I
you,
was
and
after
I
this,
asked
but
you where you were.
yeah, but I was going somewhere else.
Well, we're talking about the work. Is it a work? Eric Bischoff, your favorite thing that Eric Bischoff did.
Yeah,
Eric was
it had
great
to be.
at the
It had to have been something I was going to say
controversy
about it.
creates cash.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, if it comes to you, let me know.
I got a lot on my mind.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. So listen,
I'm so stoned.
it doesn't. Kevin, let me clarify. Kevin says that because the comments on the sometimes on the videos say that Kevin's always stoned. He
No,
happens not to be, but
the fact that I have two different strains of cannabis. I mean, but guess what? Not in my state.
right, that's
So
true. So that would be illegal for him
yeah, I
down there.
can't smoke my shit. So if I can't smoke my shit, I ain't smoking.
In honor of if Kev, I will open the key lime, the Kev's key lime.
And you'll have more cannabis in your system than I will
Than he does currently. So
after your first sip.
exactly.
I just left the gym. I've been on.
Kev, my favorite spot in St. Augustine, Harry's Seafood. Have you been?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's in a big old house. There's a little outdoor area
yeah.
too, but it's supposed to be haunted also by a woman on
That
the.
whole fucking city's haunted. It was so funny because I ran into so many people and got messages the night before, like, "Man, where's there to eat around here?" And I'm like, so the next day I said, "So you think you're gonna fucking pop into the fucking oldest city in America on a fucking Saturday night and get a table?"
Right. There are
Like,
a ton of restaurants
oh yeah,
in the
but
old. Is it
you're
called
gonna
Old
you're
City? Old what's it, that
Old Town,
area?
I think.
Old Town, that area. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, like, that's just, but just, t and I guess I was guilty of it. But Stan Hansen told me early in my career, man, like, don't just if there's something to see, man, see it. Let somebody else pay for it. Go see the fucking, go see the Arch in St. Louis.
Mm.
Like,